Hello, welcome back, ladies and gents. We got a wonderful game number 2 right around the corner. Got a wonderful group of young people that are. I don't know where I'm going
I
with
think
this.
I'm okay with young.
Yeah, I think we might be like the three oldest ones here actually. So
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
actually,
right.
I think we
probably.
actually probably are. And, BSJ, a fresh young, out of call. I don't know what the hell he is. I'll be honest, but he's fresh and young face. So, but man, VGJ.Storm, huh? Just a quick, easy win against OG. And now you look at this draft. I'm happy with what I see from OG.
Yeah.
Going with something completely different. You have the Naga Siren, which we've seen mostly Mineski has been picking, but OG does it as well. And
I think it's the Big Daddy show on it. Doesn't he play that one, like
he
the
does.
fighting build?
I think it can be him or Jarek's, but if it is core, it is no tail, yeah.
Okay. That's kind of I think that's a good way to do it. Play something that's a little bit different from what we saw last time, for sure. Tusk taken, Lion also, and then there's the Gyrocopter. And Gyrocopter, even when he doesn't have the Wisp by him, has just felt so freaking scary.
Yep.
This year's
Talents are too good. I mean, he just has a good talent. When your worst talent is your level 25 talents, you know you're a good hero. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Didn't ban it out. I'm surprised. So they traded the Clockwork ban for the Gyro ban.
Well, and then they didn't take the Gyro themselves. I think that maybe they were anticipating that Vici was going to take the Gyro early, and then maybe they could have gotten their hands on the Tusk.
Also, the Death Prophet wasn't banned this time. Also unpicked though, since they got the Gyro instead, which is kind of often UR's hero, not always, but
Yep.
usually. And now they'll ban Death Prophet now, anyways. They've had a few games where they would like get Death Prophet with Gyro, and Rezo would actually play the Gyro.
Yeah, and then Yoar would like play offlane Death Prophet. Yeah, it was strange. I think that was actually some of the games they were losing. So maybe it's good for them that they don't do that.
Yeah.
Lycan banned out PL. They banned out PL second phase last game too. It's one of those heroes that if somehow has a good laning phase, just takes over the game completely. That hero doesn't really have the best counters. Just take it out.
I was thinking you got to take the Underlord out of here or pick it yourself. Like that hero felt, yeah, they take it down. It was so good last game from VGJ.Storm.
Yeah, good call. Snaking plays it really well.
He's like one of the few that plays it aggressively, right? Like that's the thing. Like you see all these, he plays it aggressively, and that defensive save we saw bottom lane that forced Seb to buy back. I just don't think any team should give it to him anymore.
At least in the second phase. I think it's okay first phase if they want to do it that way. Maybe it'll get to the point where even that needs to be dealt with. But like, if you get this Gyrocopter and an Underlord, it's just like these Venn diagrams of terror.
Look at No Tail's just dancing. He's actually in it. He's happy. All right.
That's one thing to say about this team. I think that if there's a mental fortitude award, I think it might go to OG as far as ability to bounce back from a series.
We'll see though. Now Disruptor, obviously just I think SVG's second most played hero right after Bane. There's going to take it very good versus under. I mean it's just very good against all three heroes.
Always feels nice with Tusk. Like this Tusk Disruptor support duo, very strong, a lot of kill potential. Allows you to pick those offlaners that just want to farm. Like you can pick that Abaddon now and just find kills without him because you've got supports that find kills.
Yep, and they're both extremely like Tusk and Disruptor are both really good at level 1. Disruptor's Thunderstrike is like one of the highest DPS level 1s like in these dual lane situations. Those are both great heroes.
God, I hate playing against Disruptor in the offlane when I'm an offlane player. Underlord, I mean, he's a hero that's going to go to lane with like 22 mangoes, so he'll probably be fine anyways.
Lion, though, very good as well. What is the mana? I think 70 mana
70.
cost for a level 1 Impale now, which saved that hero. If it was still like 100, 110, no one would be picking in.
Got the mana drain slow buff too. Lion just keeps getting buffs. Like he's definitely very playable now. Razor. So OG's one of their preferred core heroes. Just it's probably going to get a good matchup somewhere, but at this point, it's not like picked up to counter any hero in lane yet.
This feels to me more like a Naga Siren support game after seeing the Razor and having Underlord there. I don't know, like a core like Razor Naga feels very strange to me.
I mean, it kind of helps, right? Because Naga does split up the map and forces you to follow, while OG can just four-man with the other four heroes. I think it's wide open, but I could definitely see him still having No Tail play it.
Yeah, they have last pick here, so it kind of is that. Let's wait and see what happens with the draft.
Mm-hmm.
I think, man, what do you... VGJ.Storm just has like the most standard-looking draft right now too, but they played so well. You just have Tusk Disruptor, just such good support duo. Gyrocopter, probably one of the most picked cores in the game. I mean, I actually think Beastmaster might not be too bad for them here.
Yeah, I like that.
Sure, that play is very fast paced, which seems to suit VGJ's way of playing. Doom, okay. Similar idea. Hasn't got an amazing Doom target right now, but his laning stage is always going to be pretty strong.
Against these big tanky guys, Infernal Blade, such value. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's like Razor steals your damage. You can still, right click him with Infernal Blade and actually dish out some damage.
Yep, hope Snaking or whoever does play the Doom learned from maybe his old teammate Universe. You do want to cast Devour.
Yeah,
You definitely want to cast that.
Don't skip that spell.
Yeah. I actually really like Doom versus Razor. I know it's a good link target, but late game, if Doom does get off on Razor, that hero is just completely worthless, right? If you somehow get the Doom off, even if he BKBs, if he doesn't get link off, that's not a hero.
And I think that it's still pretty good in the laning stage against him, but as you said, you can always head back with Devour and stuff like that. Doom and, I guess Tusk is a dual lane, most likely? Or is it going to be, and then Disruptor Gyro together?
This could be a tri-lane from VGJ.Storm. I've seen
Okay.
a lot of people just leave Dooms alone because he can Devour, pull creep wave backs and all that.
You kind of give him the ice shards to get his creep wave to the tower, and then once you've secured his lane, you TP to your safe lane because you can kill very easily with Tusk Disruptor. Any Underlord is going to have a really rough time there.
So I think OG, what do you ban?
So looking for probably a Rezo hero. Lina banned out. Okay. That's what you ban. Lina versus Razor. Theoretically a good matchup. You outrange. You don't really normally see static link onto a Lina because you can't get in that close to her. So makes sense.
I wouldn't mind a Slark here, honestly, for VGJ.Storm if they wanted to run Gyro mid.
I think it's one of those risky things because you
Against
don't
the Lion,
know.
maybe.
You don't know what the mid's going to be, and
Yeah.
since OG have final pick of the draft, if you know you're against a decent matchup, we saw Rezo play a mid Gyro against an Ember, which is a great matchup for Gyro. Then you can, but going in blind, it's a bit harder.
No.
I think what else they normally play. They played a little Medusa. Medusa versus Underlord Razor doesn't sound amazing though.
Morphline's still in the
too.
pool.
I think Morphlin would be too greedy here. I know we talked about last game versus Drow, but he's always going to get farm because the Drow's get a 5-man push somewhere. In this game, Underlord and Lion can easily pick off the Morphling.
Okay.
Dire team pick.
Ban.
Span it out again, whatever. Don't deal with it. I think Brood's one of the few. People talk about cheese drafts. Brood is the last actual cheese pick in the game. It feels like.
Meepo.
Meepo won a game here.
Evo did win a game. That is true. Probably shouldn't have, but
yeah, that should not
did.
have been a win.
No.
10 seconds.
How do you feel about TA for VGJ.Storm?
I guess the worry is you're
5
going to have TA
seconds
laning against a Razor or even something potentially worse with the last pick. I'd rather they pick something that can't get hard counter picked.
It's DK time, baby. No, it's Razor. What am I talking about?
I think something magic. I think you already got Gyro with some magic damage, but I think going up against Underlord, against Razor, it just always feels so much nicer having a hero with at least a blend of magic and physical and not all in on physical. Because these heroes block physical
I agree.
damage so much.
I just looked. I think something I haven't seen VGJ.Storm play Viper, but I don't think Viper's terrible versus Underlord Razor,
Yeah.
just in general.
That sounds really, really nice for him.
They're going to take all their time here. Look at you can see on the screen. He's focused.
What happened to Clairvoyance's face? Does he have a mask on?
It's like a bandage of some kind. Like stick Medusa.
They do take it, as you said.
It's not great versus Underlord Razor though. A lot of damage block. Razor has an easy static link target.
And Medusa wants to stand and fight, but Underlord's Pit of Malice is one of those skills you actually just can't stand in. Firestorm as well.
You got Mana Drain from Lion, so they've got plenty of tools to counter a Medusa, but VGJ just believe this is the kind of hero that's going to work for them.
They look happy. The OG guys.
Man, do you take it like a super hard carry here, or you just kind of...
I like take a fighting carry. They could still take the Slark. Slark against Deuces, pretty good.
Yeah, I like that. I think Seb has played the best Slark, especially this tournament. They're going to go Tinker, man.
Whoa, that's another hero that counts as Medusa.
Huh.
Yeah. So this is going to be that Jarek's Naga, and they're going to run it probably.
No-tail Tinker.
It's not a hero I would associate with him.
No.
Either. I think Seb's played such a good Razor this whole tournament, though. He solo carried a game where he was the hardest carry, and he was against actual carry heroes, and he just ran over them. Be interested to see if they can do it again, though. It is going to be the Yuar Gyro, so the Resolution Medusa. Yeah, I think you do. Do you aggro tri-lane possibly with Gyro? Gyro, Disruptor, Tusk versus
Against the Razor, Lion.
It's not.
No,
I don't think it's that bad, honestly. I could see why you do think it's bad, but like if Razor just gets like thunderstruck and trapped in, he's just dead instantly.
I think the issue is like you've got these support. You don't want to try lane and your supports are going to be underleveled. Gyro gets very underleveled.
Yeah.
Like in that scenario, I think Gyro being underleveled is worse than Razor being underleveled.
Okay. Yeah, it's true. They could do something crazy where you just have resolution, or you have your carry in a bad spot, and then you just get snaking like an early couple levels and TP him up.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right, well, game number 2. Draft is done. Going to get underway here and see who's coming out on top. OG looking for a win here in a bad way. They definitely need one. No-Tail Tinker. I'm curious what the stats are on like the last time he's played this hero.
It's probably been a bit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he's played it in pubs and stuff. Maybe not. He doesn't seem like a horrible human.
I like this early smoke. VGJ doesn't do this that often. Could just catch someone off guard right here, but if you stay bottom lane, you usually just hide behind the trees in your tower, and it looks like that's what Fly and Seb are doing.
Yeah, Fly's trying to scout, but they can
Just
they jump on
shards.
top? Yeah, ice shards block, and they should be able to get this kill.
Oh, he's walking. Ooh, a rare
Oops, no.
miss.
Okay.
And that is a pretty free kill if he hits it right there, but you're going to secure those bottom 2 runes, and maybe Yawar can steal one, but probably not.
30 seconds to battle.
I'm looking forward to the MSS Tusk again. This guy had all kinds of ridiculous saves yesterday on the hero.
Yeah, it looks like they are just going to do that Doom, Tusk, run at ya type of lane. No-Tail's actually coming over, so maybe trying to force them back, and they might not secure both runes, actually.
That's a classic no-tail play. I'm going to go help my team. Who cares about blocking mid? Let's do what's going to help out everyone else.
Yep. You do have the lane. I mean, obviously, Laser versus Medusa, very good early. Until the Mystic Snake, you're like level 5. Once you get level 3 Mystic Snake, that's when Tinker starts having a little bit of a problem.
Oh,
SVG.
SVG. Nice.
Yeah. Cheeky little play from him. He's being circled on the minimap, though. They have a very good idea of where he's positioned, and the courier is going all the way around because of it.
That's just one of those things you watch replays. SVG almost does the same thing every single game.
Well, they might have seen him also. This ward was here, too. I'm not sure if he passed by there at all or not. But nonetheless, No-Tail block a little bit outside his range, and it does look like with the wraparound coming in, it's a TP away, so yeah, Lion's not going to be able to be there.
All's well that ends well. Disrupted TP's top, and yeah, back to harassing. Dual lanes from OG, dual lanes from VGJ. It's the 2-1-2 meta, and that's what we're going to see here. I do feel like we're going to see MSS probably TP up top fairly early on once he gets like level 2. Gets Snowball, and then you can kill someone like Naga Siren very easily up in the top lane.
This is big. I don't think there's going to be mini kills like you said because of that, but it's going to be how quickly can you take the regen. Like on Gyro has 6 tangos, but Jarek's 6 tangos as well. They just want to stay in. That's all Dota's about right now, just staying in lane.
Yeah.
Tons of regen.
Mangos, Tangos, it's that's the patch.
It is.
They gave him a little bit of a buff. Well, I guess not in the regen department, but the cost at the very least. And everybody loves to get them. I gotta say, in pubs, it is the double mango on some of those heroes can just like change Dota.
On every hero.
Yeah.
Triple Mango is the new thing for a lot of offlaners. Triple Mango,
Who
Stout
bought him?
Shield, double Tango.
I think he's dead.
They got
MSS.
this, man. And he is gonna pop. Seb getting first blood there. A nice little turnaround here for him after rough game number 1.
MSS tried to just mess with the creep wave because Snaking pulled the other creep wave all the way around. MSS like, well, I don't want them to get these free last hits, but he got punished very hard.
Also mid lane, No-Tail taking a lot of harassment here from Resolution. They do have another Mystic Snake in a second. But we'll see if he ends up getting hit with that one also.
He's just going to throw
Just
it
throw it
right
straight
at
at
the
it, yeah.
Tinker. Yeah.
Once
Not
he doesn't have
necessary.
mana for laser, he just loses this lane. Like, laser is the only thing that keeps you in this lane.
And not really. If you stop buying mangoes, you're going to quickly get out farmed in lane. So
Oh, Jarek's top. They got him caught there. They're going to be able to find the net, but he's right next to him with the Rocket Barrage War. Dropping low as well. Right click's coming in from SVG. Pops the Mango, so he has another Thunder Strike. Although 8 stick charges means Jarek should live through this all fine.
He knows that.
could have
And
chased for a right click, but he would have got paid.
3 Mangoes on that Naga Siren too. 7 armor. This hero, it is hard to take down.
Yeah, this is looking really good for OG and top because of that. The Gyro's used a lot more of his regen, and the Naga can just use this passive Mango regen plus the 2 Tangos left to actually get back to full.
That's the thing. Naga Siren 7 armor. starting with the Stout Shield. Just can't really do much, especially with those mangoes, like you said.
And the thing that's cool, too, is that if they're just running at him, like both of these heroes, they don't have Stout Shields. They can't get them, and they have to rely upon stick regen, which is good, but I don't know, I think they can run at him more. Seb is able to steal away 45 damage, but gets blocked in, and it's going to take some harassment there as well from Snake.
It's a no Infernal Blade Doom at level 2.
Definitely different kind of build. Perhaps this is what he just feels like against the Razor. You don't want to go in close anyways.
Yeah.
We'll probably see it at like 3, 4, 5. It's normally maxed out by level 7.
Yeah. If he doesn't get it here, I'd be very surprised. Oh, they trap Fly, and he could just get it right now and hit him, but they don't want to dive under the tower. That's the one problem with Doom, no armor at all.
Yeah. They do have the Satyr creep, though, so the Unholy Aura, giving them a lot of regen for both of those heroes. Snake King going to get some more damage stolen, and that should mean that Seb will keep dominating the lane.
Does have the Infernal Blade now, though, at level 3.
More damage. Oh, good Hex there from Fly. Might have saved his life.
Yeah, if he gets hit by that, would be close to a kill at least.
Yeah.
With another right click, they could have perhaps had it.
Jeez.
Continue to go pretty even. Slightly OG favored, although this mid lane is definitely Rezo favored. No-Tail just getting harassed down.
That
Mega
range creep
hard.
under the tower, that's like the worst feeling in the world. Like
He's
what?
going to get an Invis rune. I mean, there's a chance. I don't know. No-Tail ended up regenerating back up,
Yeah.
so he'll be
Salve,
fine.
Mango, Clarity. He's got at least a couple lasers in him too. He's got 3 points in laser, which is
A little bit different.
not going for
Rare.
the March build.
Oh, now he's out of mana.
And it's funny, you look at this, right? Because he's flying out these flasks. He's getting a ton of levels, but you look at the net worth already, and it's Resolution at 1,800, Tinker at 1,400. That's a 400 gold. That's a full creep wave.
This is where you can't just look at CS. 'Cause if you're looking at CS and you see this Tinker, oh, he's pretty even with Medusa. Mid lane's going fine, but not when you're
Consumables,
yeah spending on consumables. He ferried out a Mango even as well as like extra Tangos, Clarities, and Salves. So very much a lane that's not going well for him.
Oh, and this.
Ooh, Snake King just keeps
There's
on
a kill on
hitting this
Yuar top. It should be. This is a solo kill by Jarex.
The
Oh
hell?
my goodness. How did that not kill him?
guy. I don't know. I didn't see.
Wow.
He wants to get the shrine, but Jarex is going to camp it.
This is just a smart play by both. Like, obviously he knows, and look at this. He's going to secure the shrine. Jarex has to get out.
Jarex did use 2 of his mangoes, though, it looks like, in that engagement, or at least one of them. And that'll mean shrine time for just about everybody.
Yeah, it's good TP. You make sure that your carry can get there, and also you benefit from the shrine as well.
Yuar did end up getting that bounty rune, though, even though he almost died for it. So they got 3 of the bounty runes, which I know a lot of the pros were talking about. Like, carry players were like, I can't believe they changed bounty runes their team. They're way more important now. I mean, your carry shouldn't be getting them, but it's crazy. It's like 1 rune is like a 300 gold swing, even at 5 minutes in.
I've seen times where a team would get like all 4 10-minute bounty runes, and suddenly a
2,000.
gold graph would just be
Yeah.
a huge drop or a big boost in it because it's a massive amount.
Look at it. There you go.
That's just the runes. One extra rune really does do that, as well as just Medusa destroying Tinker middle.
DD Tusk smoked up. This could be a kill here if he can get the right angle on it.
Yep,
But they
Jarex
also
middle
have
too.
Jarex. They're moving in. MSS on the hunt. Stun is going to be there. Right clicks. Looking like it's a lot. And out of mana. No laser. He's gone.
Even leave Rezo the kill, save the Mystic Snake to get the last hit. His domination continues.
Down bottom, though. They've also found themselves a Doom. A lot of damage stolen. The Impale comes through as well. And Snake King going to go down.
Yep, that's smart. You saw at least SVG TB'd middle. You don't know if MSS did. You know Snake King's going to be alone. It's just a good reactive play.
It does feel like this bottom lane is the high point of the lane stage for OG, but these other 2 lanes still not going as well as they would have perhaps liked.
Yep. Yuar's actually. I'm actually surprised. Snake King actually has more farm than Yuar.
Guess we'll see. You are still got some decent levels.
Doom might be dead here again. I think bottom. I think he is just dead.
They got him caught there. Trying to run. Phase boots, though. Ow, walking away. The right click. Oh,
Wow, he didn't
gets
even
him.
need the plasma. I thought like Seb, use those stick charges, go in treads for the plasma field. He didn't need it.
Top lane also. Just battles all over the place. You are getting ran at here. The right clicks needs 2 more, I think, and does
Has
look
the
like
wand.
they are not going to find him.
Now, besides middle, I mean, it's a Medusa farming a lot, but you're winning the 2 side lanes. I think you're happy with this as long as you focus the Medusa in the next couple of minutes. You're going to be fine.
All right. Yoar walks back
Fine for
in,
this.
playing
Yoar
with
better
fire.
not
Oh, God. Almost gets him in just to find the net, though, and that might be enough to get the kill here on the Disruptor. SVG goes down.
That's probably okay. That's fine for OG. You know, your core gets a solo kill. S4 level 6 off of that. I'm a bit surprised to see this Vanguard build. I guess he does not favor that Helm of the Dominator build the same way someone like Snaking does. And uh-oh, mid lane.
Poor Fly. They are going to just drop there. Jerax also is right in, and a couple missiles coming out, but I believe that's just level 2 missiles.
The terrible part about this Tinker getting crushed mid is he has 0 points in March. Often the Tinker, you know, you don't have a good lane.
You come back.
You come back. You farm. You stack jungle. You march. You get your Soul Ring level 6. He's got Soul Ring level 6, but he's rearming level 2 heat-seeking missiles. Like, this is not a good place to be as a Tinker.
Yeah, and this laning stage is going to start breaking down really quickly. He not only does not have boots of travel, he doesn't have boots right now. There's going to be Dark Rift away. S4 taking a while with it, and looks like he is going to get out. Oh, no! Gets glimpsed back. The timing from SVG, and can they take advantage of it and bring down S4? I don't think so. He's still got the stick charges.
It's like
Easy,
snare on
Yawar.
Yawar. He got scared off.
He's just dead. I don't. What is Yawar doing?
He just walked in.
What? I looked away. What the hell
I
just
don't blame
happened?
you for that one. He just walked in and died. Yeah.
That was just a bad play by Yawar. Yeah. I mean, you just click on the hero you see has 10 stick charges. You can't do that.
Mango chasing. Good shards there
Snare
from
Firestorm.
MSS, and now Jerax. They do manage to take the kill on SVG.
He doesn't want to waste Snowball. Might have to.
With the sick charges.
Gets the punch down. S4 also now trying to man up
S4
against
wins
SVG. Yeah, he is.
Let's go Vanguard.
All right, what's going on? Come on, guys.
If he had +1, I mean, you have level 3 ice shards, you can't get the kill, but he doesn't. That's just, yeah, Yawar from solo killing a Storm to just a little bit of a wonky play.
Yeah.
But
That's
still,
been Yawar a bit this tournament. You know, he has amazing performances, and then he'll have a shakier one where he'll make some misplays.
when do you get worried about this Medusa, though? You are just letting her free farm.
I think I'll get worried already. Level 9.5 at 10 minutes in.
With Phase Boots, Aquila has the Morbid Mask, too, yeah. You can start doing these stacks early.
Yeah, OG's ahead. You can see the gold there, but where the farm is what's problematic right now. Like, Tinker does not have good farm and is not recovering, and Medusa has a lot of farm. So
Disruptor should be okay.
for VGJ, the heroes you need to have farm on are getting it. Well, the one hero.
Yeah. I think Razor, though, Razor definitely, this is one of those games he can take over. He's getting decent levels himself. Fly. Once you get level 6, you just go find maybe a finger kill on Yawar, push a tower.
How'd the bounty runes go at 10 minutes? Looks like OG got 3 out of 4 this time around.
That's
yeah,
better.
It's pulling up their lead a little
Worth
bit.
more
Nice
now.
stuff.
Yep.
The rotation in towards mid, though. They do have level 6 on SVG, and their sights are set on the Tinker Man, who is going to get one march off level 1 and then evaporate.
No-Tail's game is ruined because of this skill build. He can't go jungle like that.
Yeah.
It's hilarious because VGJ.Storm put a ward in his jungle to hunt him down, but he can't actually jungle. Like, maybe it's like good in a sense because he'd get ganked there, but he's going to get ganked in the mid lane. Wherever he goes, they're going to chase him down. VGJ know he's the most important hero right now to
Fly.
kill.
In some trouble. They do have a glimpse available to try and get Seb away from him, but it's not quickly enough, and he ends up falling. Still, not a huge deal for him.
It's just the support, though, with the Razor rotation. Tinker's keeping back in mid. That's top
Yawar
lane.
trying to take down S4. They have another rocket barrage here, but he is just barely going to get. Oh, he dodges away the tree. Oh.
Well, there's the Vanguard for you.
Yeah.
Pays off.
Card.
Wow.
Doing wonders.
That's big. That would have. That's just a full solo kill on Underlord, who's level like 8.5. That would have been a gigantic kill for Yawar.
Yeah. For a level 7 gyrocopter to.
Does get the knight. He needs to run. I think he's just dead. Took too long to run.
He wants this siege creep. Oh, this creep wave period.
Yeah, this
See
is a
ya.
problem.
Finger of death if they need it.
Another dead Yawar. He is going to fall there. And we do have no real way to get anything. I mean, at the end of the day, though, this feels like it doesn't really matter as long as this Medusa is farming and having a good game.
I think it still does hurt, though, because like Medusa does need later levels to do insane amounts of damage if you don't have someone else. I mean, Snake King, he's not even level 6 yet. This is a level 5 offlane Doom at 13 minutes.
I think if one of the cores, if Gyro's having a bad game but Doom's having a good game, it's okay, or vice versa. But both Snake King and Yawar are having a rough time, which is.
It just means they have to go even later in the game. Like if maybe your Gyro was farmed, you could take this game in 25 minutes as well.
Yeah.
But they are really under farmed on those 2 cores.
Yeah, Rezo's going to be ready to kind of team
Move
fight
on.
pretty early on, but.
Yeah, Doom comes out the first instance of it, so they take him down, and Fly now also going to be glimpsed back in. They make use of that as he gets the finger of death off, though.
Okay.
All right.
That's a kill for it. And that's kind of what you were touching on, Gabe. Like, it doesn't matter too much if Gyro's behind. He can still make plays, but he does need farm eventually to scale. But as it stands, like, he's able to help his team get a couple kills bottom and even potentially get this tower.
Yeah.
It's just good team gold. UR did deny that top tower, and if you don't know now, 0 gold if denied. You get 0 gold, which is really big deal.
So bottom lane will be defended as S4 TPs in. He's got Hood and Vanguard.
And mana boots and 100 gold.
Yeah.
He's just gonna sit in the lane all game. That's what he's gonna do.
This is Underlord, man. This hero is the easiest thing in the world. You're just gonna run around, you throw some firestorms out. Not easy to kill.
Feels like they're gonna play it way differently without the Helmet of Dominator. Like, it just feels like S4 will just sit in the lane. So I think maybe VGJ.Storm can abuse that by just punishing either Tinker or Seb a lot.
Well, they are trying to rotate now, checking Roshan, but then afterwards moving towards Rezo. Seems unlikely to find that kill, though, and looks like they're instead going to go and try and finish off these stacks here.
Look at that, stacks multiple. Rezo and UR, they're just going to fight for the stacks, it seems. No, they're not. Rezo's taking them. Rezo's like, nah, this is me. Sorry.
Gonna get to a lane.
Yeah. go and smoke. Yeah. Smoke up with your teammates. Like, create some space for me.
Yeah.
Well, as it stands, Rezo is
That's
getting
a full Dragon Lance.
out of control.
I do think, obviously, he is going to have to get the MKB because of Tinker Laser, which is going to be a nice thing. And Seb, if Seb gets a link on him, even if he gets frozen, that's a huge deal, but it commits your Razor to going on that Medusa.
The Atrophy Aura kind of works double here because it's against the Gyro and the Dusa, and Dusa tends to build all of those stat-based items anyways, so pretty nice. They do go now on to Doom. A lot of heroes in the area for VGJ.Storm. And I think that they realize, yeah, we can't actually do that. But I'm liking the movement from OG. Top lane is being pushed in by Seb while all 5 heroes of VGJ.Storm are down bottom. They're getting a lot out of the map.
And it's just the one ward by the Bounty Rune that just scouted out and saw SVG, saw MSS, knew someone was up. Ooh, SVG, he's looking for somebody.
This isn't going to work.
No.
He's just gonna fall there, and we'll see if VGJ can pull anything together when he respawns. It feels like they really need this Disruptor to actually set kills off for them, so he needs to be sticking with the Tusk, because right now their cores are all in kind of farming mode.
S4 finishes that one off. They come in with Jerax as well, moving on to Snaking. He does have Doom available, Infernal Blade there as well, but with nobody rotating to help him, that man is dead.
This Ensnare with Firestorm. He maxed Ensnare by level 7. It's just destroying heroes. Anyone caught in an Ensnare is just dying to Firestorm.
Yeah. 5-second disable. Almost gets the entire duration of Firestorm on it. It's real good.
I don't know. VGJ.Storm, they're only down 1k, but it's all on Medusa, and that's kind of... Medusa is very good, like one of the best late game. Not really anymore, but she can't solo carry games. She really can't.
Not against a lineup that has pretty good tools for kiting her around, you know, Ensnare into Static Link, Firestorm against her. There's plenty of tools that they can use.
They're just going to get down. Oh, can UR get another deny? They're trying it out.
Jerax does have sleep. They also have that net, but SVG is there. Found onto 2. No Static Storm, though, for 10 seconds with Resolution moving in. Has a DD rune as well. He's going to start ripping through these heroes. S4 trying to get out, but it's no go. And the deny.
What just happened? Resolution. He just shows up and says...
Clicks Mask of Madness. Hello.
Yeah. He makes it look easy, and it wasn't too many buttons, but it was a great rotation from him, and things looking very good for VGJ.Storm. They're playing stack Dota too. They're stacking both Ancients at the same time here, getting more and more farm for Resolution. Also farm for those supports who do the stacks.
Yep.
Definitely one of the things which keeps getting buffed patch after patch is the stack gold. We just haven't seen teams abuse it because it seems there's so much focus on the laning stage that you don't get to keep stacking, otherwise you're losing your lanes.
Yeah, I'm just looking. There's been 2 towers killed by OG, but they weren't killed by OG. Both towers down were denied, and that's a ton of team gold just gone.
And feeling more and more like things are tilted into the favor of VGJ.Storm. Of course, I think you're starting to get the Tinker online a little bit now. Boots of Traveler there, and he's about halfway to his Blink Dagger, which does completely change the way the hero works.
Yep. He's been farming, 0-2-0. It's not been a glamorous game for Tinker, but he's going to be able to do Tinker things once he gets this Blink Dagger. That's where they can really start playing a lot faster paced on the side of OG.
Another stack for MSS. It doesn't look like Reza's going to do some stacking for himself, but right now it is Snake King under fire. They have the net again as well as the Firestorm. There's the Impale, and that guy dead yet again.
I'm surprised he didn't see that coming. They have a deep ward bottom lane. They saw nobody's farming the jungle. He had to know something was up right there. And now they should finally get this tower top. They should get it. Not denied.
Yeah.
Rezo wants this bottom tier 1, but unfortunately Tinker, one of the better heroes to defend your towers. There we go. They get a tower undenied. Seb gets the last hit. He's farming pretty damn well. Has a Yasha completed now.
I think if OG just keeps this up, I think they do need to keep the pressure on Yawar. Yawar's just in their jungle farming, and he's catching back up as well. Like, every hero that was down in the beginning is catching back up except Snake King, which is still good for OG.
Right.
Some tower gold for VGJ, so that's going to help out the whole team.
And this is going to be a thorn in VGJ.Storm's side for the rest of the game. This top lane now, it's exposed tier 3. And with an Underlord there, they always have the chance to just like go forward and then Dark Rift back once they go for the split push play. So
and they're like outplaying themselves. You see these sentry wards, they just don't counter the common ward just sitting up on the hill there.
yeah,
They try to go for everything else. You just outplayed yourself.
Teams are so used to the more unconventional ward spots because the cliffs become so common.
they have eyes right now onto No Tail. They're moving forward towards him, and with SVG in the area having Glimpse available, does look like they can go for this if they want, but they won't get him. Instead, it's S4 that kills off Snake King again in the top lane. And this Naga Underlord.
It's doing a lot of work. I like that too. No Tail,
Naga's not there. Never mind.
No Tail just like runs completely. He knows there probably is a ward right there. Look, it even pings it out. He runs all the way out of range, so he doesn't get glimpse and TPs out. Just a smart play.
Glimpse now into
Back
S4.
on.
He's going to be
He's
able to
fine.
escape and try and steal some of these as he goes away.
And he
So
is.
1 plus 29 for him.
Not bad.
Get the D-Ward though. Resolution continues to get more and more massive, but does feel like, we unsee. This is normally where Medusa's starting to like 5-man and group up with the team, but because everyone else is so far behind, there's just no real plays for Resolution to make with his farm except to farm more.
Do you like Gyro going? It looked like he was going to go BKB, but he's changing it to a late Aghanims.
How bad
you
does
do
he
it-
need a BKB this game, I guess?
I was thinking like that's when you start 5-manning with Medusa. You just get a BKB and run, but you do no damage then. I think it's okay. Like this will help you farm a little bit.
It seems fine. I think VGJ resigned to this game going pretty late. I don't think it's ending in 35, 40 minutes.
No.
This game's going 40 plus, it feels like right now. And that seems to me where Gyro's like, I'm going to get the farming item in the Ag Scepter. If you get the BKB too early, it forces you to play this style, which isn't maybe going to be the best for your team.
Oh, look at this collapse, though. They've got 2 of them in their sights. S4 has already had use of the Dark Rift, so they can't get out of here now. And Seb looking for the chase onto him. The stack Storm Yule Scepter to keep him up for the moment and away from it all. As they also managed to find the stun there onto Tinker. He's caught for the moment. They pull back in Seb yet again on this Razor, trying to focus him down at the start of this fight with the Doom onto the Underlord and the Song to try and keep the rest of these heroes out of here. It looks like they might be able to escape. Fly in some trouble as they're trying to chase him down as well, and Resolution starting to get worked on as well. Can they bring him down? He's trying to walk away from the Firestorm. It does look like he's going to be able to get out of there. Missile almost going to finish him off, but with the Shrine, they heal back up. 3 dead.
Oh, they find
for
another
OG.
S4.
Oh, he's been doomed the whole fight, and he finally gets to cast some spells, but eventually going to be brought down. Big win for VGJ.Storm there.
Now, Rezo very quickly gets out of the static link. They instantly just force-staff him out of there, or he Hurricanes and Pike himself away from the Razor, so no damage is being stolen by Razor. And then after that, the fight's pretty easy to play around Resolution. He's got this Stone Gaze up, he pops Mask of Madness, he just right-clicks away. Gyrocopter gets his spells off, Underlord is doomed. Just fight looks easy when you actually get your spells off and use your items how they're supposed to be
Yeah,
used.
and it feels like they knew something was up. They have that ward on the hill, so they're like, well, we're safe here. But SVG placed a ward over to the left. They had vision of him that whole time.
Yeah.
That ward just won him that fight.
And I think the other thing is Dark Rift, right? Like, if that spell isn't up there, it's so scary to be grouped together. Because I don't know if they can actually fight into the lineup when all of the ultis are up for VGJ.Storm. It doesn't feel like they have enough damage yet. Maybe they can, but like the song set up into what? Like the Dark Rift or the Firestorm now?
Yeah, the song was used very defensively, and when it ended, it was like, well, I guess we're kind of still screwed, you know? We don't actually make any plays off of this. Good Doom target and S4 as Underlord. He's probably one of the higher priority heroes to bring down with it.
I think Snaking, now that he has Blink, though, like, if he somehow finds the Tinker, right, you just blink in with Scorched Earth, you get a pretty free Doom off on Tinker, and he's going to be useless. And look at this, Gyro's almost up to 3rd in net worth. They're going to find S4. I don't think you can kill him here.
Oh, Jarex is also going to be caught, though. S4 trying to get away from the rest of there, but they are going to be able to find a kill, most likely onto Jarex. They've got the missile on him as well. MSS chasing, and the Naga Siren going to be brought down.
Nice little kill. Rezu's still very healthy if they want to go for any objectives here, but with the tier 1 mid already down, I think they're just going to actually fall back and farm.
They've got like these Medusa illusions that are pushing out side lanes at the same time. It's like
That's the dream.
It's crazy. Just that one fight top, they're up 4,000 gold. They're not even getting like these deep boards. They have one bottom on the Dire side, but
oh no,
see you
S4
later.
again, and again
No
the Dark
ulti.
Rift down. When that spell is there, he just cannot get away.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job not caring that they don't kill him when he uses the Dark Rift, just being happy to put the spell on cooldown because it is a 2-minute plus cooldown that they take advantage of so well.
And they change up their playstyle in VGJ.Storm now. Like, they know Underlord and Razor want to be splitting these lanes up by themselves, and they're just following
Tinker
one another.
bottom.
Oh, the ward is already there, and they got him caught. No Tail under fire, and Resolution's there to help finish it off. They give the kill over to him.
This is it, right? Split pushing again with the Tinker Ward.
He was camping it. It gets pinged out, and whoa,
Oh my
elsewhere.
god.
Where?
They're just all falling apart, trying to
Solo
get to
kill?
the shrine.
That was a solo kill. He
Yeah.
just has a haste rune. That's the Aghanims with a haste rune. That feels good.
And he's going to get the BKB so fast after this Ags. You win a fight with the Ags, and this is where the Ags build looks a whole lot better. And once VGJ.Storm get double BKBs, both Doom and Gyrocopter,
You can't fight.
You have nothing against them. Firestorm and your Tinker are just useless.
I think your biggest thing is, right, you have to, like, abuse sleep plus, like, the enemy team's BKBs. Like, if one of them pops it, you get the sleep off, you just focus him down. Is probably your best play, and that's what they're going to have to do.
Yeah, try and even go for like some static link sleep where you just steal all of the damage of the Gyro or the Medusa.
Ooh, snaking top. Oh, man. That's a quick play.
Knew what he needed to do, got out of there in time. And Seb, I think he's been having a really good game, but I think that this hero feels a lot less good when when the rest of your team isn't keeping up with you and stuff. And like you take a look at his farm, like he's going to be able to help to take down the Medusa, but it feels like they all need to work in concert to bring that one hero down. And now Gyrocopter's online.
It's a similar problem to last game where they don't have a great initiator to start these fights, where on the side of VGJ, it's Disruptor plus Tusk. On OG, their best initiator is a Lion, their 5 position with the Blink Dagger. During the laning stage, it worked because they had Ensnare with the Firestorm, but you're kind of getting to this point where Ensnare is... You can't just run in as a Naga and expect to ensnare somebody to start a fight off. You need that Blink stun.
Look at Rezo stealing the triple stack from the Radiant.
He is so unbelievably farmed right now on this Medusa.
I guess supports don't get that extra gold when the enemy take the anchor.
No, they don't.
Feels bad. And there's going to be a... He's going to take the Arcane Rune. Oh,
You are not killing
that
this
force
man.
Staff. Nice.
Glimpse back? No. Didn't time it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at him right now, and he's about to have a Scotty completed, 18,000, and 6, 0, and 5 on the Medusa. Like, normally you see, like, a Medusa very farmed up. It's because you've been staying away from the fights, but he's been active in these.
I know he's 7,000 net worth above everyone else. I'm just super surprised. Yawar is actually the 2nd/3rd most farmed. That's the biggest thing. You have someone else to help you out. So if Medusa does go down, you don't just instantly lose a fight now.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm really surprised he got back up. That's the Aghanims.
Yeah, everyone on VGJ is suddenly not looking like they had that rough start. Even the Doom is not behind the 3 cores of OG, but it's going to have a BKB fairly soon with Devour Gold. He's just being able to maintain at least a decent GPM.
All right, maybe trying to bait this out here, see if they can get something happen. Fly, not able to quite find that Hex.
And that's their initiator, but on a Lincoln's target, it's very difficult.
Oh, catches 2 there as well. Looks like he's going to be okay. I was wondering if maybe they didn't have vision of him. No, they might not have had vision when the creep died or something. He couldn't find the Hex. But even if they find the Hex there, I don't think they can do anything.
Yeah, you're going to use both your spells, one to break Lincoln's, the other to disable him.
Man, OG, they don't like picking heroes that can do Roche, do they? I just realized, like, they just don't have anything to do Roche in this game at all.
When they're not drafting like Beastmaster, they often don't have these strong initiators as well.
Oh,
Tinker.
they're ready for him.
God.
Static Storm immediately there. And Big Daddy No Tail, again, just trying to hide, but punched in the jaw. MSS hits
Timed
it.
perfectly with the ice shards to stop the blink.
Well, they're going to see if they can find some type of punishment in return, but the shards, no, it's not going to keep him alive, but it will keep MSS alive, I think.
MSS having a great game.
And they're just going to go straight into Roche. They know 2 heroes were bottom. More than likely, one of them TP'd to the shrine. They know they can't all get here.
VGJ.Storm, after a very convincing game number 1, are now looking up into take down Roshan in game number 2, and OG need to come up with an answer quick, because this game is starting to feel like it's getting out of their hands.
From what I remember interviewing them. This is all snaking. Snaking, I know SVG does a lot of the early game calls, but going into the late game, snaking starts taking over for him, and it seems to be working out pretty well.
These guys just look like one of the best teams in this tournament from what we've seen today and yesterday. I think there was the day 1 when they're a bit jet lagged, just flew in from Thailand. It wasn't that's when they got some of their losses, but since then it has been smooth sailing for this NA Dota team.
It just feels like they always have a plan in game, right? Like you talk about it, like set strategies and all that. Just having a plan in Dota. It seems a lot of teams don't.
Look at this. They're trying to make something happen here and see if they can take down Resolution, but the rest of VGJ.Storm is over here as well. And
this guy's got Aegis.
They're trying to go on him. This is not going to work, I don't believe, as Seb pops his BKB, seeing if they can take it down. The Doom onto the Underlord already, and with the Song to try and get a little bit of separation, they might need to run away. Do they still want to fight into this? MSS Snowball saving him for the moment. Resolution chasing. They glimpse him back in. The Static Storm down, and Yawara showed up as well. Everybody falling apart as the damage is being dealt, and all of OG's starting to fall. They get 1 laser off, but it's not enough. 2 dead. No buybacks right now. The Aegis still being held by Rezo.
Yeah, Razor stole 280 damage, but he wasn't actually attacking with it. Once the sleep wore off, it just felt like, and the snowball save came out, he had to hide. He was too low in health. If he appears, the Gyro, the Doom, they're going to kill him off. So even though Medusa does no damage, she was still slowing people with the Skadi, and the stolen damage was not being used to help Razor out at all.
And that's where Yawara actually having farm comes into play, because Medusa, as you said, was doing absolutely 0 damage, but at least you have someone else who can do something. And that was I wouldn't say best case scenario for OG, but you just made the Medusa useless in a fight, and you got 4-0'd.
Game is hard, and one of the other nice things about this, Aghanim's one of the few items that actually does double damage to buildings. It's going to quickly rip through this one, and the tower's starting to fall. They do obviously have laser with the Aghanims, a big pickup there for No Tail, but it's going to be VGJ.Storm just backing out, dealing with the lanes.
Really nice, but feels like they have damage issues, and the Ags will help a little bit, but he's got a Hex queued up, which is sounds good, but I don't know if it's going to solve OG's problems this game.
Yeah, real tough.
They've got this tanky Underlord, but who's he enabling? It's got to be that someone, and the tinker with Underlord's a bit odd, because Underlord's great when he's like using those pipes, Solar Crests, Crimson Guards on an ally, but Tinker's a hero that just wants to hide in the trees and play this hit and run style, so he's not really benefiting from what the Underlord brings to the table.
MSS didn't go for a Blink Dagger first. He went for that Force Staff, and he's still getting those snowball saves.
Yeah, it's too good versus Razor.
Often, like that last fight, Rezo was stunned while he was getting linked, so if he can Force Staff him to break the link, it's going to make a big difference.
Yeah.
They got all 4 bounty runes at 30 minutes too. VGJ.Storm just has complete control of the map.
Yeah, 15,000 net worth lead right now with close to 25,000 experience. Look at these level 20s that just came up. Gyrocopter, he's zooming around now with the 50 movement speed talent. Medusa's getting close to her 25 as well, which, assuming it's going to be that split shot modifiers.
Pretty good.
Oh yeah. Being able to Scotty slow everyone. Sounds nice indeed.
Liz, they're trying to do something bottom. Like, they have to make something happen on the other side of the map or else they just lose the game.
MSS is already there in the trees. Scouting over the trees, finds Fly.
Well, Fly will blink away.
Fly blinks out immediately, knowing
If Tusk had a, that's the thing. If Tusk had a blink there, that's a free kill, but doesn't, so it gets out.
Oh, Jarex, sleep. It is level 12, so at least it's going to be the slower, or the better cooldown, but...
Yep, a little bit better, but it's still an Aegis on Medusa. Looks like it should expire in 1 minute's time, so small window for VGJ.Storm to go for a push here if they want to, and should Medusa die, hey, there's BKB in your backpack that you can put in, so...
Oh, that's nice.
It's
Disruptor has a full gem, or a full gem, pardon me. He's holding a gem. You know you're winning a game when you don't give your Tusk the gem. Like, you just have your 5 position. He's just running around the gem, dewarding everything.
He doesn't care. Look at this. Jarex just trying to run away. There's so much damage from Medusa. There's nobody from his team here, and he just doesn't care. He's just sitting around mid lane like, come on, guys, let's go.
And this is just this simple Dota, right? Like you see one person, it's No Tail pushing out top. You know heroes are behind him right now. You can push out the other 2 lanes.
And they keep showing Rezo mid, hoping to find picks elsewhere. It's caught them the Tinker a few times, but it doesn't look like it will do so here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And this is how OG has to play. I mean, it's not the flashiest, but you can just keep spamming those marches, keep spamming Firestorm. They can't really push into your base, and they're just going to lose the Aegis, and they're just going to wait for another Rosh, I think.
Don't see
No
why
reason not to, yeah.
Wait for a Roche, wait for a pick-off. Playing versus Tinker when you're ahead is one of those, like, eventually Tinker will get caught out or make a mistake, it feels like. Like, you're never really in a rush. Oh, Seb's caught top, he's been doomed. Blink Doom is there, and
Oh, that's a rough one. Yeah, they find him there with the shards as well. Just going to be able to bring him down with the Inferno Blade. And of course, the Doom slowly whittling away. And mid lane, though, they have found resolution. The Aegis has expired. He pops his BKB, but can they still take him down, or is he just going to kill everybody? Fly starting to fall down low. OG trying to bite this out. And, well, with the rest of VGJ.Storm showing up, they might be able to finish this one off. They managed to get out with no tail, and Jarek's also making the escape.
Needs vision for the glimpse, and Jarek's TPing in fog. Nicely played. No tail making a very risky call to TP down bottom. Jeez, he'll get out, but that was risky. If that kinetic field somehow got vision of him.
We'll stay I would have liked if maybe one of VGJ
Oh
Storm
no, oh no. Top lane, they caught him yet again. MSS is there, the stun. They managed to find the Walrus Punch as well with Snake King in the area. No tail gone.
This Tusk, MSS is effectively solo killing Tinker.
That's
time and
not
time
what you want to hear. That is, yeah, I mean, it's just what MSS does. And now middle lane, S4, I think he'll get out.
Yeah. But that's the Dark Rift used, so we've seen this before where VGJ don't really care if he gets out using it because it's 2 minutes where it's on cooldown.
I think VGJ, they need to do a better job of keeping 2 lanes pushed in though, right? Like, Tinker and Underlord can't defend 2 lanes being pushed at once, and they haven't really just kept 2 lanes pushed in. I think it's the one fault they've had.
Yeah.
And, whoa, asleep here.
Oh, look at Yawar. He's out.
Are they actually going to be able to get this kill onto resolution?
Absolutely
BKB,
not.
Yeah. BKB turns to fight. Oh my god, he's just running at them. What are you guys going to do?
They couldn't static link because of the Lincolns.
Oh, man.
The Lincoln's preventing... I don't know if they're looking for like some sleep into link play there, but...
Yeah. Well, they'll kill off Jarex again, and the Shiva's guard done now for Doom, and OG just trying to delay the inevitable at this point as MSS just barely off the mark there. Tinker gets out.
I've got all these good scouting tools for Tinker with the kinetic field, the sigil. Seen the ice shards catch him before. Like, it's very tough to play this Tinker in the trees when they can actually scout trees.
They are sort of bringing down some of these BKB charges, though. I guess Gyro's still at 9 seconds, but that's the 8-second one down for Medusa. Like, conceivably, if you can get to a point where it starts to get lower, then Tinker becomes more and more effective.
Yep.
But
I mean, this is one of those games where you can, if you just get a good pit of malice, you just spam these lasers with the Aghanims, you definitely have a chance on an uphill fight.
Oh, they saw Snake King with his Observer Ward.
okay, catch there with the Hex, but the rest of VGJ moving in. Resolution wanting to save his buddy. Snowball, pull him in. He still gets hit by the Finger of Death, but popping the BKB, they managed to go down. Doom onto Tinker. S4 is in trouble. As we said, no Dark Rift, another 8 seconds. But they still are going to be able to make the walk away happen. There's going to be Fly caught in the trees, and he will die as well. Can't bring down Snake King.
That snowball speed just goes zooming in. And then Medusa's there as well to help the Doom out.
Oh, jumping in again. It's just going to be Yawar trying to take these guys down. No Tail does manage to escape. That would have been a dieback for him, but S4 in trouble. Does have that Dark Rift, but not going to use it. He is gone.
That's no buyback. Now, this might just be all 3 Raxes.
Yeah. That's kind of what VGJ been waiting for. They know they can't just brute force high ground against the Tinker. They have to take a fight first, so they've been setting up wards for the Tinker all over the map, trying to find these picks, and they finally get an opening.
Easy snaking. I said push in 2 lanes, which he was doing, but you don't want to die doing it.
No, that's why he wasn't doing it before. He's going to get a Spirit Vessel, get all that extra bonus regen. Seb trying to slow down this push, but this is a Medusa hit in your base. Doesn't have an Aegis, but does have the BKB.
He's just going to use that to get the racks, play it safe. Doesn't really feel like a game with as much as BKB duration versus Tinker is important. When you're ahead like this, you just want to get these racks.
All right, Yawar's lost his mind. He's picking up a Blink Dagger on a Gyrocopter now.
Like on the Tinker.
I like it. They're
just
just
dies.
right. And the biggest thing, too, like you saw that bottom, if he got slept there, that would have been an easy kill. But now if you see sleep or something, he can just blink away. Mobility is so key here.
Yeah, Blink's one of those items you often see unconventional heroes picking up in these games against big ultimates or against Tinker.
Yeah.
Often Razors used to go Blink Dagger against Tinkers. If you ever find him, you just blink on top of him. Your ulti plus the unstable current will just tear him apart. So.
Oh, and Medusa picks up the rapier.
Yeah, why not?
All right, let's go.
You know and look at this, Roche is up as well.
It's plus damage too, so you're looking pretty good against the Underlord who doesn't mitigate any of the rapier damage.
And it's a free Roche.
30,000 net worth lead right now. 8 minutes in.
It's a rough one.
Yeah, it's not great. This is one of those things that always scares me a little bit, right? Because we've seen that they can potentially.
Well,
Well,
can kill him.
yeah,
Well, thought
that's
to kill him
true.
twice now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What do you put in your backpack? The BKB, right?
Boots, right? Or BKB, I guess.
I think Boo. He does have. No, he does do Hurricane Pike.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
You want to be able to hit buildings, which is where you want the BKB plus rapier, I think.
Yeah.
But I guess Hurricane Pike. Boots, move speed. I mean, move speed is kind of the same thing as Hurricane Pike. If you get linked, you can pike away, but we'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
I still don't think, even with the Aegis as well as the Divine, you just can't push in still. You have to find a pick off somewhere.
We may see them struggle to get another Rax with this Aegis Rapier is the crazy thing. With that said, by the end of this Aegis, they'll probably have a like 40k gold lead. They're just going to keep getting more and more farm on the map. OG, all they can do is sit huddled up in their base together, and it is very difficult for OG to get any farm right now.
I guess the other thing, too, is that if you do drop the rapier, like, probably Razor is the best carrier, which doesn't feel, like, too terrible to me to go against.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to give it away for sure, but it's not like you're giving away a rapier to a gyro or, like, a PA or something.
We'd like to see, like, the MKB versus the lasers, but hey, why not?
Yeah.
Rapiers, more fun.
No Tail is getting up to a
Oh,
sheepstick
no.
here. I lied.
Nope, he's gone.
Sorry.
That's a dieback.
It's like one of those games, it's just a matter of time. There's too many heroes that can hunt him. The Tusk can solo kill him, the Doom can. Disruptor can set up for his teammates to kill him if he ever gets vision for a glimpse.
I just blink Scorched Earth versus Tinker. Feels so bad. You just can't blink.
All right, well, 37,000 now, and with the Lotus Orb on him, and they wait for that to be gone. He's just going to walk forward on the high ground, and
So
I
you'll
don't-
give him vision for a little bit.
God, look at that damage. Oh, they got him caught again. Inferno Blade. Slowed for the moment. There's the BKB out. Walrus Punch. And just running over people. This is VGJ.Storm. Taking down buildings and ending games.
Flat cannon and split shot. They can just like 2v5 the team without even attacking them. They can just attack buildings and kill everyone.
Pretty much.
Look at S4. Oh my goodness.
This is when you want a blade mail, but they are all falling. S4 going to drop the big old bash as they're trying to take them down, but a triple kill for Resolution just killing them inside their fountain. Have mercy, my man. S4 is going to fall likely as well. The double rampage for Style, and GG called.
I mean, VJ Storm's the truth. That's what you can take out of this. They just destroyed OG. Like, the laning phase didn't go great for them, but Resolution just farmed the entire time. They knew what they had to do, and they just kept stacking. They played old school Dota.
Yeah, they look a full tier above OG here.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think we had a lot of doubts about OG from the group stages, even though they managed to 2-0 Mineski. Some of their other series, they looked a bit shaky, and they got that 2-0 finding like the Kunkka as a key hero for them. And we're going to see every team versus OG just ban Kunkka now. Like,
I think so.
It's the right
without,
play.
without that hero, they look like they're just a weaker team, which is not a good spot to be in when you're overly reliant on one hero.
Yeah, I do like that they did try to change up their strategy, but it's funny, right? OG changed up their strategy, and VG Storm just does the exact same thing. They're like, okay, we'll just lose 2 lanes. Resolution can
Yeah.
farm everything. We'll play old patch Dota by stacking, getting a ton of gold even for your supports because of that.
15-0-8 on Resolution that game.
So him and Yawar both had 15-0 kind of games.
That's what's
pretty
so
good.
cool. Like having both of those players that can have that type of impact in the game, and like on an Ember Spirit too, a hero that I feel like we haven't been seeing that as much recently. Like there's definitely some people that play it, but it's like a specialist hero, and now they show that's in their bag. Other teams are going to need to prepare that for that now at some times. So
They're looking like a strong team. I love their supports. I think they've got like the best support duo in the tournament.
Yeah,
right
I think
now.
so.
I think you look at their cores. It's similar to other teams, or some teams you look at like maybe an LGD. They might look a bit scarier in terms of their cores, but this support duo is just insanely good.
and I didn't want to have to do it, but you guys, I mean, NA, I tried to keep it back. I gave OG plenty of time to come back, but I told you, NA, who's won the last 3 minors?
Optic, VGJ.Storm, and EG.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Majors, this is it. Like we've been in the minor leagues. We've been struggling in the minor leagues, but this is it. We're finally on the rise. This is going to be the first major for him.
Look at that man.
Look at this.
These 2 guys.
Oh God, they're doing the EG style though. They don't look happy even when they win.
What the hell? He's got a beard.
SVG brought it over. He's like, no emotions. Trust me.
Yeah. Don't feel good in
It's
your life.
working great. Just look at EG right now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Cut,
Start showing emotions. That's the problem.
No, I'm excited. So that means later today, VGJ.Storm versus Secret, and we didn't get to see that at GSC. Even though they were there.
Do you have VGJ winning that series?
I do. 2-1.
I feel like that is a series. I would give them a 2-1 win as well.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. Secret is looking a lot better though.
Yeah, I think
from
so.
Epicenter.
I mean, some of that could be because their competition in that group was, I think, a little bit lower. The Group A, they were in Group A, right? I'm not crazy. Secret were.
I think
Yeah, because Vici Gaming was the top of Group B.
Yeah, it was LGD who had second pick
Yeah.
got the really tough group.
I think Secret, part of the reason they look good is, I mean, they looked good regardless of that, but part of it is also the competition that they faced against. And
True.
to me, I am also the next match is the one I'm really looking forward to, the C Showdown, TNC versus Mineski. This one's been played out 1 billion times, I think, and could be good.
I got flamed a lot for picking Mineski actually, and
Right.
you guys
I
agree it's
think it's
getting
50-50.
TNC. I don't know. I just feel
I think it's 51-49 actually, TNC favorite.
Yeah.
But it's
Okay.
it's so even.
Why? Why do you think it's like a little bit? Who's the X factor? There has to be an X factor if it's like a 1%
It's a
thing.
cuckoo, man. That
Yeah.
guy playing support now, and he's playing these off-lane 4 positions that just farm and have a huge impact. His Skywrath is scary. I think they match up very
Ranger.
well player for player. I think Mineski in some of the core roles look a bit weaker other than Ice. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very close though.
I think Armel might be the best mid in Southeast Asia too. I think he might be taking that title away from Mr. Abed.
Now I do like because 1v1 middles they're back, and you saw Resolution. I mean, No Tail got outclassed again. Like Resolution just destroyed him middle. Like you saw they were even CS, but we talked about it. You're flying out mangoes, clarities, health potions. You're making no gold.
Yep. Should be a good series either way though. I'm looking
Definitely.
forward to it.
Well, ladies and gents, I think we're going to a break, if I'm not mistaken. But that was Game 2 of OG versus VGJ.Storm. OG need to come up with some answers in the lower bracket. They are not eliminated, and VGJ.Storm are going to keep the train running a little bit later on today. We saw it. They've got another match that's coming up. But we're going to head to a break, so stay tuned, everybody. More MDL right after this.